Thank you so much, Bill. Guys, Bill's back. It's so good to have you back. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Orange County. The rain scared a lot of you away. It's okay. I understand. It's scary. But I'm so glad that those of you who are here. So let's get things going by some singing. Let's raise our vibration together. So please rise. And sing with me, I release and I let go. There was a time in my life I thought I'd have to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go, and let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. you guys are small but mighty today. I'd love to hear it. I'm going to make you do some more singing later, okay? Just warning you now. Thank you guys so much, and let's welcome up Howard to the platform.
Hey, it's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming today. And also, if you're on YouTube, it's welcome to you also. It's a good day for YouTube. So let's do our vision statement.
Prayer first.
Oh, prayer first.
Yep.
There we go. Yep. All right. Ready?
Yep.
We pray, believe, and affirm continued growth and prosperity for unity of Orange County with an abundance to spare and share. With grateful hearts, we give thanks for answered prayer, and so it is. Amen. Now, vision. Ready? Centered in divine love, we joyfully co-create a world that works for all. And our mission is to awaken, inspire, and transform lives. Perfect. Okay, first let's take this opportunity to thank everybody who makes our service possible. Bill on piano. Welcome back, Bill. It's really good to see you. Let's see, John and Waverly are streaming. Mark is on the camera. George is our trustee. I pulled up this morning, he had all the tables set up in the tablecloths, the whole thing. I mean, he was right on top of it. Ellen and Linda are our greeters and helping with the offering baskets. And the fellowship is by the prayer group. It's the stuff we had we left over from yesterday's our get together yesterday. So fantastic. All right. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie is our light bearer. She's going to read the daily word and guide us through the meditation. And then our speaker today, and we're so lucky to have such great speakers every week. This week it's Reverend Annie. And her message today is food for thought. Always, it's going to be good. So we had the prayer retreat yesterday. It was successful. It was really, there we are. That was Shanice's part where we were doing these prayer boards. It was, boy, people really got creative with them. It was really, really nice. We had a really good day. The speakers were really good, and we're thinking about talking to some of the people about coming to the whole, to do a Saturday thing for us because it was so useful and enlightening. So that was good. After service today, we'll have the Circle of Connection. When we're gonna discuss Annie's message today and take it a little deeper and individualize it for each of us. So that's always fun to do. Let's see. We've got. We're going to connect on Zoom to explore The Seat of the Soul. Is the next book. It's the 25th anniversary edition by Gary Zukav. It explores authentic power and is an invitation to align the personality with the soul to unlock deeper meaning and purpose in life, which speaks to all of us. That's the path we're on. So Wednesday, 6:30 to 8 via Zoom. You can contact Diane or me or email Diane. Is her email there? Oh, okay. It's DianeLukic@gmail.com. And where is Diane? Diane's right there. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Diane H. Lukic. Yeah, okay. I'm continuing to forget that. Yeah, but that's it. So I'm looking forward to that starting up again. And then Reverend Charlie, Annette, Louisa, and Diane are going to be attending the retreat at Unity Village this coming week. So we wish you safe travels, and we're looking forward to hearing about what you guys bring back from that. That should be take us all of us a little further down the road. And then Stephanie's going to talk about the World Day of Prayer that's coming up after she does the daily word. She's going to do the daily word, then the World Day of Prayer, and then lead us through our meditation. Okay? I think we're all set. Okay, so Tom, blessing to the world.
Not so much yet on that. Oh.
Amy's there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Amy's very important.
Yep.
Amy is the person we don't announce every week, but actually helps this church run. But really, though, I'm not kidding on that.
Yep.
It's so true. Amy coordinates the volunteers, and it's, you've heard the phrase herding cats, right? Yep. That's what that is. So today, the topic, as Howard said, is food for thought. So we're latching onto thought. We're latching onto the idea that thoughts become things. And, you know, where your head is kind of where your future goes. And I've done the song recently. It's going to sound a little familiar, but it's so perfect about that topic, and it's by Colby Calais. Think Good Thoughts. Ooh, I'm just gonna say it. There's no use in delaying. Tired of the angry hanging out inside me. So I'll quiet down the devil. I'm gonna knock him with a shovel, and I'll bury all my troubles underneath the rubble. When I'm alone in my dark, dark room, I have to tell myself to think good thoughts, think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be. We just think good thoughts. Starve the bad from feeding. Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. I promise to myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm not saying that it's easy, especially when I'm moody. I might be cussing like a sailor till I remind myself I'm better. 'Cause words can be like weapons. Oh, and you'll use them, you'll regret them. Oh, but I'm not gonna let them take away my heaven. And when I start feeling blue, I just have to tell myself to think good thoughts, think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be if we just think good thoughts. Starve the bad from feeding. Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. Promise to myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. I just think of rain on a summer night, stars filling up the sky, the sun shining on my face, making a secret wish, finding my happiness. That always makes me hold my head up high. I wanna hold my head up high, and I wanna think good thoughts. Imagine what the world would be if we just. Now wouldn't that be something? Oh, I won't let the negativity turn me into my enemy. Promise to myself that I won't let it get the best of me. That's how I want to be. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, thank you for going along with me, Bill. I appreciate it. You guys have no idea how good it is to have a good accompanist who's there with you. Thank you guys so much. I love that song. It's just so lighthearted and fun, and it's fun to sing. All right, guys, let's get ready for the daily prayer, the meditation. Let's do it by sitting comfortably in our chairs, feet flat on the floor, if that's okay with your body. And we're going to sing and affirm together, blessing to the world. This is a prayer and an affirmation, so I want you guys to hear it as you're singing it and know it for yourself. Here we go. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Take it inside for yourself. Know the I am now. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. Now, having filled up your cup, expand to include everyone. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world, a blessing to the world. I'd like to invite Stephanie to the platform. Way to go, Steph.
I'm asleep at the switch.
That's okay. Thank you. We meant to do that so that I'd have time to get to the daily word. It was planned. Okay, today's daily word is care. I am here and I care. September 10th, 2023, Sunday. Sometimes my heart goes out to a friend or even a stranger who is struggling. Other times my heart breaks when I learn of another's devastating news. In those moments, I feel the urge to help. I pray affirming, healing, peace, or comfort. I may offer financial support or material goods. I might call on the phone or visit in person. Even so, I may feel my efforts are not enough, especially when the needs are great. But the impulse to care is in many people. The activity of God is streaming through so many hearts and hands. As I join my effort with theirs, I trust we can lift up even the most dire situation. I am a caring presence, ready to help, serve, and love. And the scripture today is from 1 Thessalonians 2-8. So deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. in that thought of caring, I thought it was really, and also as we are going to call up the prayer box in a second, I wanted to talk to you about Unity's Day of Prayer. Every year we try to do something in celebration of that here at our church. And this year we also have the opportunity of joining in Unity's World Day of Prayer through their Zoom or their online. And the opening ceremony, I'm gonna put out in the fellowship this information, and we see that, but it'll tell you where to go if you want to do that. And there's a concert and an opening celebration on the 13th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and then a prayer service at 9 a.m. Pacific time. However, we will be facilitating a Zoom call from 11 to noon. And this will be on our personal church prayer, which is our personal church Zoom line, which is 879-3352-1001, and the password is 189831. And I'll have that over there too. But what I'm asking you to do, it's a no host thing. I'm just going to be facilitating it. I'll be there. And we will be calling the names of the people on the prayer list. So the things that are going to come up in the prayer box, also near the prayer box, there are sheets of names you want us to call. So the prayer group will put the names of the people we already have, and then what's in the box today, and you will leave this in that box, your list in that box, because I'm taking everything in it home with me, and I will be on that Zoom call. Okay? Anybody have any questions? Okay, then we're clear. So within that, then let us prepare for the prayer box by singing our most blessed song, Our Thoughts Are Prayers.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Thank you, God, for answered prayers. We know that there is no spot where God is not. We know that in every situation, God is working and present and moving in and through us. And therefore we know that every request we make, every thought we have, God is there too, working with us to make it right, to bring it to its proper place in the Lord's mind. So we send all these prayers out knowing they will be answered, and with grateful hearts, we let them go, we release them, and we say, thank you, God. And so it is. So as we prepare for this time of meditation, I want to invite you to put your feet flat on the floor. I want you to roll your shoulders back and drop them. Allow them to release and take a deep, fulfilling breath And let it out slowly. Sorry. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Close your eyes, if you will, because I'd like you to imagine. Imagine a golden white light coming directly from above you and filling you, like pouring into you all the way to the ground. Your whole body is filled with white light. It has a golden tinge. Take a breath and allow it to expand. And breathe out. This golden light, this white light, is pure God's love. It fills you. It fills every cell in your body. Take a breath and allow yourself to feel it healing any injury, any grievance, any sorrow you might have. Breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in and out, I'd like you to imagine that this light is extending outside of your body. See it shining up through, out of your head, away from your shoulders and your neck. See it reaching out around you. And take a breath and imagine that fully. With your eyes closed, see the room begin to light up. Your light touching the light of the person next to you, touching the light of the person next to them, until this room is alight with God's love, with God's healing grace. And then I want you to take a second or two to make that white golden light pink, pink with love and healing and peace and comfort. Imagine the glow that just fills this room and emanates from your body. Take a breath and sit in this peace, in this love, in this comfort. Take this light with you. When you open your eyes, you may not see it anymore, but know that it is there. The light you carry within you and you shine out of you is the way you show the world that you care. It comes from you, and people feel it. You are a healing light. So as this day goes on, straighten your crown, little one. Remember who made you, and remember what you can do. Amen.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I need a minute because I'm in my heart space right now. That was just so beautiful. And, excuse me, so while I'm in this heart space here, good morning, good beautiful morning. I'm going to ask you to do an experiment with me. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is close your eyes and take your index finger and point to yourself. And you can open your eyes. And you all know where this is going, right? You point it to yourself, your heart, not your head. And so that song that we sang earlier, you are the heart, you are the hands of spirit on earth, and who we are. and all that we do is a blessing to the world, and it comes from our heart space. And thank you, Bill, for just allowing me to drop into that heart space for just a moment. So, we are talking about food for thought. And when I had this idea, I had a totally different talk in mind, so it just took on its own. So I just went with it, and I just prayed to the divine to just let the eyes that are available, that are open, see. Let the ears that are tuned in hear what it is that you need to hear from this talk. And so I start with the month of September. And we're only the second week in September, and what an amazing month it's panning out to be. We started off, the first week was Labor Day. And we celebrated Labor Day by doing a lot of different barbecues and celebration. But what occurred to me, what really went into the food, the thought that went into making Labor Day a federal holiday. There were people who, way back in the 19th century, these labor activists pushed for a federal holiday to recognize the many contributions workers have made to America's strength, to her well-being, her success, and her prosperity. What an inspiration, what motivation that must have taken to drive people to do this kind of work so that we, years later, centuries later, can enjoy the work that is being provided for us, from the construction workers to the electricians, all of these that contribute to our daily lives. What motivation and what inspiration it took for them. And for us to be able to celebrate with however our festives are, we do that. And so I want to thank those activists for doing that. Also, in September, another event came that's going to be coming up pretty soon, and there was a lot of motivation behind that too, but I think it was a little bit different motivation, and that was the events that happened on September 11th, 2011. That was, someone was inspired to commit such an act, and I'm not here to judge that act. And I hope that whatever your thoughts about it, that's your thoughts. So this talk is not about judging what people do. This talk is about what inspires people and what motivates people. And we may never know all there is to know about what motivates us. So that's another event that's in September. And then yesterday, a 19-year-old African-American female from Florida won the U.S. Open tennis tournament championship, Coco Gauff. 19 years old, and it was just really amazing. It was motivating, it was inspiring, it was painful at times to watch, but both those women just played tremendous. You know, their motivation, their inspiration, their thought process. What goes into the thought processes? What are they feeding their thoughts that nourishes them so much and gives them so much energy that they can go out in front of thousands and thousands of people, family, friends, people that they know, people that they don't know, and cheering them on? It was amazing to watch the crowd cheer for both these women. And neither one of them lost, because the one that didn't win that particular match, she is now the #1 tennis player in the world, I guess, or however they rank them. She's #1, and Coco won the U.S. Open. So what an inspiration. And if you didn't watch it, because I watched parts of it, but at the end, when Coco was talking, she was giving her speech, she thanked everybody. She thanked her parents, she thanked her coaches, she thanked people that came out to support her, she thanked her boyfriend, she just went on and on about the gratitude. And then the last part of her thank you, she said, I want to thank the people who doubted me. She said, all the people who doubted me, all the people who several months ago said, this is it for you, all the people who doubted me, what she said was, what your doubt was for me is like pouring gasoline on the fire that fueled my inspiration. And I just thought, oh my gosh, what motivation, what inspiration, what food for the soul that we get the opportunity to just partake of. So I just was basking in that. And for me, that was not just food for my thought, but it was food for my soul. It inspired me or motivated me to think, to go deeper with my journey. And so I have a couple of questions for you. And one of them is, what motivates you? Because I'm asking myself the same question. What motivates you? What is at the depths of your soul that motivates you to get up in the morning? What inspires you to get up and read the Daily Word on Sunday, Stephanie? What inspires you to live? What inspires you to get up in the morning and come out to this service in the rain? What inspires you? And so that's a little food of thought that I'd like for you to contemplate on. I'm in several groups, and so one of the groups that I'm in, I went by this woman's house to pick up some tickets for a concert. And she was just really excited, really motivated. She's my age, a little bit older, and she is first-time grandparent. And she has like an 18-month-old, her first grandchild. And she was so excited. She and her husband they had their swim stuff on. They were going to go to the pool, and they were going to have pool day with their grandson. And she was just basking in glory. And she said, I'm motivated now to take better care of myself because I want to be there for some of those milestones in his life. Some of those milestones, like I want to be there when he takes his first step. I want to be there when he teed. I want to be there when he goes to kindergarten, first grade. So what we feed ourselves, these thoughts really are, in my opinion, our motivation and our inspiration. So hang on to what inspires you, what motivates you, and allow that to become the food that feeds our thoughts, the food that feeds our soul. Whether we realize it or not, there is motivation behind every action that we take. Whether it's good or bad, whether we realize it or not, there is some motivation behind it. There's motivation behind exercising. Your goal might be to be more fit. So your motivation might be exercise. Your motivation might be the types of food that you eat. Whatever it is, whatever is driving you, I really invite you to take a moment and just consider what you're taking into your consciousness is food for your thoughts. And this food, these thoughts create our reality. We sang that song, our thoughts are prayers, and we're always praying. So our thoughts are our food. And whether we eat a lot or whether we eat a little, it's taken into our body. I'm going to tell you a story. And some of you may have heard it or not. Lynn and Steve, maybe you've heard it. One day, and if you've heard it, please just listen as if you've never heard it before. One day, when all the employees got to work, they saw a note waiting for them on their door. The note said, "Yesterday, the person who has been hindering your growth in this company has passed away. We invite you to join the funeral in the room that has been prepared in the gym." So at first, everyone was sad for the loss. But after a while, they grew curious to know who the man was who hindered their growth all this time. They were motivated to come to that funeral. At the funeral, the employees were excited to learn who this man was. They wanted to know his identity. "Who is this guy who was hindering my progress?" one said. "At least he's gone now," another one said. So each employee had a chance to visit the coffin, but each became speechless once they looked inside. It was as if someone had touched the deepest part of their soul. Inside the coffin was a mirror. And there was a sign on the mirror. Everyone who looked inside could see themselves next to the mirror with a sign. And the sign said, "The only person who is capable of setting limits to your growth is you. You are the only person who can change your life. You're the only person who can influence your happiness and your success." How about that for food for thought? You are the only one who can help yourself. Your life does not change when your boss changes. Your life does not change when your friends change. Your life does not change when your partners change or your company change. Your life changes when you realize that you are the only one responsible for your life. And we've heard this numerous times. Change your thinking, change your life. And that can be big. I know for me, when I first started embracing that process, change your thinking, change your life, it was big. It was almost too much for me to grasp. And then one day I was listening to Wayne Dyer, and he was talking about the Tao Te Ching. And he quoted Lao Tzu as saying, reflecting on life as the way. So what helped me, I changed that phrase from change my thinking to change my way. And when I can change my way one step at a time, then I can begin to change my thinking, and then I can change my life. So a little nugget of thought for you might be, if it's too big to change your life, change your way. Change your way one thought at a time. So what I have to offer you are some nuggets, some food for thought, some quotes that I've gotten from some of my favorite authors, from Wayne Dyer, from Louise Hay, from Ernest Holmes, from Emerson, from Anonymous. I just wrote down a whole bunch of them. And I'm not going to give you a lot of commentary on them. I'm just going to give you the thought. And you can do with it whatever you like. The doorway to a higher level of awareness in your life opens inward. It is within. It opens inward, not without. When you have the choice to be right or be kind, choose kindness. You know, we've heard it said that people may not remember what you said to them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. When you make someone feel heard and valued, when you choose kindness, that's better than any book you can ever read. It's better than any sermon you will ever hear. It's better than anything. So we have an opportunity to choose kindness. Appreciate everyone and everything in your life. Looking inward at you and where you are instead of outward into the physical world really, really does a lot. And when we're looking within, I always try to ascribe to not judge. Not judge myself and not judge other people, because if I'm judging other people, I'm saying to the universe, I'm saying to God, I know more about their experience than you do, Holy Spirit. So I'm going to judge them, and you, God, you universe, you just take a back seat, because I got this. So we take this in and set aside that need to judge. Allow others to work out their own difficulties instead of trying to help them out, trying to save them. We can't save them. And it's not ours to do, to save them. There's a person in my life I've known for many, many years. Our kids grew up together. And I still stay in contact with her. And so for the last maybe 5 years, she's been unsheltered. She doesn't have a constant or consistent living place. And when I first, because we've known each other for so long, she always called me for advice, and I would give it to her. So she still calls me, and at one point I wanted to fix her. I wanted to fix her life because I was uncomfortable with her not having a place to sleep every night. And so what I am doing is, instead of fixing her, I'm fixing me. I'm fixing what my thoughts are. I'm fixing what I am willing to do and what I want the universe to do. I have turned it over to the universe, and I said, universe, thank you for the opportunity for me to know my place in my journey with my friend. And I'm done with it, and whatever is mine to do, I will be inspired to do it from on high, from my intuitive self, from my God self, from my heart self, not my head self. When I'm up here, God is nowhere around because I can fix it. So we do that. That's our human tendency, and there's nothing bad about it. I'm not going to label it bad or good. It's just, look at it and consider what kind of food that you're putting into your consciousness, what kind of food that's going to propel your thoughts, because your thoughts are things. Your thoughts are going to create the story that you tell. Your thoughts, your inspirations are going to create the story that we tell ourselves. And we, as a human species, love stories. And stories are wonderful. There's stories all over. There are biblical stories. There are creation stories. There are all these stories. And we thrive on stories, which is a good thing. So we have an opportunity to create some new stories, to tell some new stories. Remember, you are not your country. You're not your race. You're not your religion. You are an eternal spirit, and that's in here. Seeing yourself as a spiritual being without labels is a way of transforming your words and reach that sacred place for all humanity. And this is a quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer. Another way of saying it is, you are what you notice. It's not what you see, it's what you're looking through. Remember that your past must have taught you the wrong message if these messages do not bring you peace and happiness today. The past is to be learned from, not lived in. And I say this to myself over and over again. Learn from the past. It's okay to learn. It's okay to stumble. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, but I don't have to live there. You can't be fully present and living in the past. Let's see. So I've got one final quote, and I'm going to close with this quote. And this is a quote from Mother Teresa. And you may have heard it, and it's called Anyway. Actually, Saint Teresa, because she is now a saint, Saint Teresa. And this quote, at the time it was Mother Teresa, is called Anyway. Anyway. So, she says, people are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfishness, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you win some false friends and some true enemies. succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, there may be those that are jealous. Be serene and happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give anyway. You see, St. Teresa says, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. So as you go about your way today, take these words to heart. Allow these fruits, these thoughts to nourish your soul. Allow them to be all that they can be in you. And it's okay to stumble. It's okay to fall. It's okay to step back. It's okay to say, God, I forgot. Forgive me. I forgive myself. I forgive myself for judging myself. This is the best food that you can ever feed your consciousness. So God bless you. Peace and blessings to you. And thank you.
Reverend Annie, thank you so much. What a wonderful and powerful talk that was. I felt that one all the way down today. That hits me where I live, because that's kind of how I live my life, is humans are terrible, but humans are beautiful. We are both things simultaneously. And living in that dichotomy is the trouble of life, because we were talking about, traffic earlier today. They're your loving human friends, but they just need to drive better right now. Thank you so much, Reverend Annie. I appreciate your talk. That was so good. All right, guys, I know you guys know this one. Sing it along with me. I'm going to definitely bring you in at the end. So. If you wake up and you don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come and not about the things that you've done? If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. All I want is to see you smile. If it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. Sing that with me. Ooh, don't you look back. Ooh, don't you look back. One more time. Ooh, don't you look back. Thank you guys so much for singing with me. I appreciate it. Howard, come on up again. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Tom. Perfect songs again, as usual. And before we go over the our 5 basic principles, let me just thank Stephanie and Reverend Annie for doing such a good job, and Tom. And then it's being live streamed and recorded as it's happening, and so that's wonderful too for people that can't be here. I always like to look later on in the week as a reminder. So it's really, there's no place I'd rather be on Sunday morning than right here. Plus all you guys, so it's like we got it all, and Bill's accompaniment, and I mean, who could ask for more? It's perfect. Okay, so let's go through our basic principles. Number 1, God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. Number 2, I am naturally good because God's divinity is in me and in everyone. Number 3, I create my experiences by what I choose to think and what I feel and believe. Number 4, through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. And number 5, I do and give my best by living the truth that I know I make a difference. And I think you could see from our town hall meeting last that in terms of like making a difference by practicing the principle of giving and receiving, our budget is better. It's good. I mean, it's looking good. It's the best we've felt in a few years. So thank you for that, and keep it up. So let's bless our offering while we're passing the baskets around. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Okay, and then the ways to donate. You can go to our website. You could text your donation to 77977, or you can send a check right to the church. Okay? Thank you very much. Any first-time visitors today? Right there. Okay. Hey, welcome. Yeah. So we have we don't want to embarrass you, but we do have a little saying that we like to say. Does it come up here? We can do it. Okay, ready. We love you. We trust you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. All right. That it? We're good, yeah. And welcome. And stick around later. Remember, we're going to have our discussion. And I'm thinking here, what a neat opportunity. We're going to get to discuss what Annie talked about with her. I mean, that's like a gift, because Annie's so, knows so much and can offer so much that it's just going to be, if you want to, you have time to stick around afterwards. We're going to have a discussion at around 11:30. All right? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. And now we're going to honor the child that lives in all of us by singing together, "This is the Light of Mine." Please rise and join me in singing. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine. Please join hands and let's sing together our peace song and then the prayer for protection. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God, and the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Altogether, wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay!